Death Valley Days, where Western history comes alive. With your host, Dale Robertson.
Stories of the Old West are stories of hardships and adventure, of dreams and of courage. Stories of the American pioneer are all a part of our past, of our heritage. The year was 1882. Ill feeling towards the Indian nation was at its height, and die-hard renegades roamed the West. But few Indians would admit that their future lay in competition rather than in war with the white man. One such competition took place in Montana, and on its outcome depended the contract.
Jackson, I don't like this.
What's that?
You're encouraging these savages to compete against my freight line.
I have no choice, Manning, and you know that. The first of the two low bidders who delivers gets the contract, fair and square.
If they win, you're putting this town in the hands of an Indian freight line.
Well, if this town survived your rates, it can survive anything.
I'll have it your way. But I'm going to be the first one to share it in one way or another.
Be sure you do it legal.
Buck, come on down here.
What do you want?
The contract.
You are tired, my husband.
No, I'm sick. Sick for my pony. Sick for the hunt. I lift like a mule and I drive a wagon like a woman.
There's little left to hunt, even if it was allowed.
Allowed.
You promised.
You have my word.
Red Eagle, Little Fawn. I see you're about ready for the big race tomorrow morning.
Do you ask as Indian agent or as a friend?
A friend, Little Fawn, as a friend. No good will come of this. I feel hate in the air.
Well, I can't deny that. But you know how important winning this contract can be to you and your people.
I know.
He's right. There's nothing in this contract that says an Indian can't compete. Nothing at all.
We haven't lost the contract yet. We'll get this one for sure.
Maybe, but a little insurance wouldn't hurt it. It wouldn't hurt a bit.
A white man's work. A white man's home. Even his tongue. We're Arapaho, we're not white.
I know, and I'm proud of it. But we must learn change.
Change. This was my father's. Now it's mine. I belong with my tribe.
No. No one will help us if we don't help ourselves. Our people belong here, starting a new life as we're doing. What do you want?
Is Red Eagle here?
Why are you here?
I have a proposition to make.
What is this proposition?
Come on outside and I'll show you. Look him over, Red Eagle. You will find better horse flesh within 200 miles.
Why did you bring them here?
To sell them.
I can't afford to buy your horses.
Well, these horses you can because I'm giving them to you. And 200 in cash besides.
And what must I give you?
Your rigs and equipment. You keep the livestock.
You'll be the richest Indian in your whole tribe, bar none.
I gave my word. Take your horses and your money.
Well, look, if it's not enough, I'll...
No amount is enough.
I don't get it. We offered him twice what his whole outfit's worth.
Now, there's more than one way to drive a bargain. Maybe cheaper.
What do you mean?
We're gonna win that government contract fair and square.
How?
Hold on, Jackson.
What is it this time? It's late, so get on with it.
We just
I'll
found...
handle this, Buck. It's against the law for Indians to have liquor, isn't it?
You know it is.
You better come with us. There they are. You know what you have to do.
Don't tell me my job.
Hey, that's evidence you're tossing around.
That's all right, Buck. The law's clear. He knows he has to lock him up.
You don't think Red Eagle can take that wagon through on time by himself, do you?
Do you?
My opinion doesn't matter. I know you're not fool enough to leave traces.
No hard feelings, Jackson. You just bet on the wrong freight line.
Mr. Jackson? Ready, you? Little farm. I have bad news. I had to lock up your 2 men for being drunk.
Drunk?
Who gave them the liquor?
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
They said they found it in your barn.
Thank you for telling us.
You won't be entering the race then.
Oh, I'll be there.
You'll get help?
There isn't anyone. All my people are with the tribe.
Well, I'll find someone you can hire.
No.
Be reasonable, Red Eagle. You
say I must win this contract to prove that the white man and the red man can live and work side by side.
That's right.
Let one white man help. Just one. It becomes his victory. Can't you see that?
Yes, I understand.
Once again, thank you.
If this fails, they'll try something else.
I'll join you at the starting line after I see Jackson.
Right.
Where's your Indian friend, Jackson?
He's got 5 minutes yet.
Why don't you call it off? You know the country between here and Fort Sheridan. One man would be lucky to get through alone.
You're not worried, are you?
Worried? I spent 5 years building my business. I'm not about to lose it to a savage.
Is that why you got his men drunk?
Prove it.
I must go.
Be careful, my husband.
You're going through with it?
One thing I must ask, my friend.
Name it.
Go to Little Fawn when I'm gone.
Well, I will, but why isn't she here?
It's Start the race, go to Little Fun.
Come on, Jackson, let's go.
We gonna be here all day?
You all know what the race is for. The winner, the first who delivers and unloads his supplies at Fort Sheridan, gets the quartermaster supply contract.
Come on, get on with it.
The count of 3. 1, 2. What are you doing?
We have a contract to win, Mr. Jackson.
But the race has already started. Ready? Those crates.
The supplies. The other wagon is loaded with empty crates.
But why?
Red Eagle rides into a trap. Manning and Pardee will never allow him to reach the fort.
So he's a decoy while you'll take the supplies through. Little Fawn, give it up. You can't possibly take that rig over 100 miles of rough country.
I am a Arapaho, and I am the wife of Red Eagle. You are a witness. I did not leave before the start of the race.
Well, I'll go with you.
It must be done by Arapaho, or it'll be all for nothing. Don't fear for me.
Even if you get there first, you have to unload. It will take you hours, even if you can do it at all.
I must go now.
That wagon poked out of town.
Why not? He can't gallop all the way. I don't like it. Hold up.
What for? We got 2 hours of daylight yet.
Do as I say. Right up the team.
Whoa! What's sticking in your craw, Hank? You act as though we're losing.
And you act like we're at the fort signing the contract.
Well, remember, the Army put the contract out for bid because you raised the rates.
I don't recall you arguing about it at the time.
What are you going to do?
I'm buying us some insurance.
Get up there. Get up. Get up. Don't turn around. Easy. Rifle. Rifle. All right, let's go. We got a wagon to catch. Move.
I don't like it. They should have been back long ago.
As long as Red Eagle stays behind us, we got nothing to worry about.
I guess not.
Relax. This time tomorrow we'll be in the fort signing the contract.
We have a long way to travel and little time to do it.
Single rider approaching. Notify the colonel.
Pat Jackson, what brings you to Fort Sheridan?
How are you, Colonel? It's been a long time.
That was business then, and it's business now. Am I right?
Quartermaster contractor.
I knew it. What does that have to do with you? Aren't you still the Indian agent?
I am. One of the competitors is Arapaho.
You can't be serious. You are serious. It's out of the question.
Why?
Because he's an Indian, that's why.
That's no reason, and you know it.
Now, let's not talk about it, Pat. If I know my Indians, your man is halfway to Mexico by now. I ought to hold you responsible for those supplies.
You wouldn't want to place a small wager on that.
How small?
Oh, say $10 against your approval of the contract if my man wins the race.
Done.
Colonel, wagon's approaching.
Oh, a wagon, huh? Well, Pat, your man or mine?
Begging the colonel's pardon, but it's 2 wagons.
Oh, 2, is it? Looks like we have a horse race, Pat.
Hey! What's he doing way out here?
Shut up and drive this thing!
Hi-ya! Yeah! Ah!
Why, George, we have a tie.
So far we have.
Oh, yes, one of those unloading clauses. Well, that's why we have them. Come on, let's see who has the strongest back. And the
saints, that's some woman.
More woman than I've ever known, Colonel.
I told you I could do it, Mr. Jackson.
Little Fawn, I want to present Colonel McVeigh.
I can't believe you drove this rig over all that distance. It's amazing.
You should know the full story. Now, Little Fawn, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
What do you mean? It's a tie.
The unloading clause, remember?
Oh, yes.
You will accept the shipment, though, won't you, Colonel?
Why, of course, my dear. Sergeant, verify this manifest.
Yes, sir.
I can see that money now.
Well, this is one time you're not counting before we make it.
What's he up to, Hank?
Well, I don't know, but I sure aim to find out.
Now, you understand. We'll pay you for this shipment, but I'm afraid this will be your last.
Colonel, what are you up to?
Up to? What are you talking about?
Well, what's that bluebelly doing up on the squaw's wagon?
We won the contract. We don't want any tricks.
You haven't won anything till you finish unloading. I suggest you get to it.
Everything is accounted for, sir.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant.
Then you'll sign the manifest, Colonel?
May I? There you are.
Thank you. Now I have work to do.
What's he up to? I have no idea, Colonel.
Whoa. There you are, Colonel. Your consignment is delivered and unloaded. The Red Eagle Freight Company has won.
How do you figure you've won?
Look at the manifest you signed.
The wagon is listed on it.
A gift from us to you. Now your property is separated from ours, which means your property is unloaded.
Well, I think she's got you there, Colonel.
Hey, Hank! What's there?
That's Red Eagle. He's got the boys.
What are we gonna do?
Now, let's get out of here.
Those are Manning's men. They must have tried to bushwhack Red Eagle.
Not much success by the looks of it.
Colonel, stop them! Stop those men!
Now, we're looking forward to your service, Red Eagle. You come back and visit us, too, you hear?
I will, and thank you, Colonel.
Thank you. I'd rather have those coyotes in my stockade than on my supply wagons.
We couldn't have done it without your help, Mr. Jackson.
Oh, you'd have found a way, Red Eagle.
In July 1885, members of Congress formed a committee to determine whether the Indians could adapt to the changing nation and live in peace. The exploits of Red Eagle and Little Fawn were read into the congressional record as proof that given the opportunity, they could and had. Be with us again next week for another true story from our American past.